after the shooting, and I'm not going to ask you about just that weekend, that Friday, but I need to ask you some questions, just a few about your exposure. Or give us examples of, first of all, did there come a time when you became targeted or your family became targeted and by people infected with these lies of Alex Jones?
Yes, very early on. And, now when I think back, Vicki's wake was held in Stratford, and there was more than 4,000 people that came to the wake. It lasted hours and hours and hours after it was supposed to. And the lines were just wrapped around the blocks. And we had people that were canvassing the people that were there just to make sure nobody was taking pictures. We had security that I hadn't thought about. My cousin thought about having security there. And I remember the day she was buried on the 19th, me and my children were in the limousine, and we were pulling out of the driveway, and there was a man taking pictures. And I remember, like, just my motherly instinct, I guess, I just wanted to get out of that limousine and go after him. And, somebody did go after him. And, it was very disheartening that, as other parents have said, when you're trying to grieve, this was such a public tragedy, we couldn't grieve on our own. And there was cameras all over the church, or they weren't on the lawn of the church, they weren't allowed, but people allowed them on their grass near our church. And shortly after that is when it was brought to our attention that there was fake Facebook pages in Vicki's name. And they were all fake. They were all people that questioned if she had lived, if we were real, if we were actors. Some of them had profile pictures that were like with Halloween masks on, those white Halloween masks. And we started getting the comments on Facebook. We had a memorial page set up for her because we have a memorial, and we would get the comments constantly. And I remember I was up at night and just reading through these comments. And one night somebody messaged me, and she seemed like a really kind person and said, "Do you need help with this social media?" And I said, and I don't know why, you're in shock for so long afterwards. I don't know why, but I said yes. And it turns out now she's a very good friend of ours. She's been in the courtroom a couple times. And she helped me and our family get all these pages. There was 25 Facebook pages with Vicki's name on it, with lies, just hoaxers and just lies about Vicki, our foundation, our family. They had family pictures that I had taken of my kids that they questioned every piece. Why is his leg going that way? Why is her hair going this way? They just tore apart these pictures, and they were all over online. And Ryan is her name, and she helped us get all these 25 pages down. Facebook did remove every single one of them. We still have a memorial page for Vicki that we monitor very closely. Ryan is an administrator, and she monitors. My son monitors it. Just last Sunday, we had a man come on and say, haven't you made enough off these dead kids yet? And that was last Sunday. So, it's almost 10 years now. And we're still getting these messages, and we get them often. We have filters, and Ryan catches them pretty quick, so I don't see them anymore. But early on, there was just hundreds of comments. And
how these Facebook pages that sprung up or came out of these lies. How quickly did that seem to happen? Was that?
Oh, well, I met Ryan early January, so 2013, so it was very quick.
So by January 2013, there were at least 25 of these different.
Yes.
And did each of these sites have, I don't know what they call them, followers or?
Oh, yes, they had followers, they're called friends, I guess. And, you know, the comments just were never ending.